Okay, welcome to the 2023 virtual part of our symposium. This is the new coordinator welcome. So if you haven't had the chance yet, if you can drop your name and your program in the chat. I'm going to repeat the instructions too. Hi, welcome, Paul. Welcome to our virtual symposium. Right now we're dropping our name and program and favorite Halloween movie in the chat. So every year we offer a new coordinator kind of welcome so that coordinators have the opportunity to familiarize themselves with other coordinators in the state who might also be relatively new to their positions. And then we also have folks that attend that aren't new to their positions, and it's just nice to have that networking opportunity. I'm going to share with you some of the resources that Mentor Vermont offers to you all, and then have some time towards the latter half of this session, which realistically it's 30 minutes, so it's going to go by really quickly, to ask some questions and talk about different things that you might be curious about for the field. Does everybody feel about that so far? Beautiful. Okay, and in the chat, we have St. Michael's Move Mentoring in Halloween Town, the Collaborative in Casper, Big Brothers Big Sisters of Vermont, and Wednesday. Loved Wednesday. Very disappointed that Jericho did not look like Jericho, but that's okay. Michelle, The Shining. Ooh, you're going classic scary Halloween. Lynn from Virgin's Mentors, Morristown Elementary, School of Pups. I don't think I'm familiar with that one. All right, give me a moment here while I pull up my presentation and Alt Tab to Zoom. Okay, and I'm going to share my screen. Okay, so everybody see the screen? And Chad is our chat champion today, so if you pop something in the chat, he'll let me know so that we can take a moment to answer your questions or thoughts. So as I mentioned, we're going to kind of dive into some of the systems and resources that Mentor Vermont has to offer to you. So we'll review available systems to include the Vermont Mentoring Hub, the Mentoring Connector, technical assistance, and our database. So the Vermont Mentoring Hub, this is a free resource that is offered to you through Mentor National, and we have what they call a sub-hub. So it's a free resource, and think of it kind of just like a discussion forum. It's the front porch forum for mentoring. And so when you go on here, there's discussions and events. We try to make sure that all of the trainings and mentoring events that are available to you are in the calendar every month. There's relevant discussion topics, and this is where we try to update you on important things happening in the field. If you don't have access to the hub currently, all you have to do is email me, and I'll make sure that you have access. The Mentoring Connector, for those of you who probably received email communications from me within the last few weeks, we are about to launch our brand new website, and with that, we are going to be shifting to the Mentoring Connector. So this is the only nationwide mentoring inquiry search system and database for mentoring programs in the country. What happens, as you can see, is those interested in mentoring and finding a program type in their information and their zip code, and then they can type within a certain amount of miles from that zip code, whether they're interested in community-based, site-based. They can also specify if they're interested in certain age groups, and then programs that fit that criteria will populate when they click search. And from there, they're able to submit an inquiry directly to the program through the Mentoring Connector. So we have been setting up profiles for everybody and then having them go in and edit their information so that it's completely updated. So once our website goes live, the Mentoring Connector will be the way to process new inquiries that don't go directly through your own individual websites. So very exciting stuff. If you have questions about this, if you need help setting up or updating your profile, we have a Loom video that shows you how we've set everybody up and then how to update that information. You can also set up a 15-minute one-on-one with me and we'll get you all squared away. And welcome to our newcomer. Oh, what just happened? Where am I? Apologies. My presentation disappeared on me, so bear with me here. Okay, there we are again. Thanks for your patience. So other systems that we offer is technical assistance. So what you're seeing here is the home page for technical assistance. So this is a free consultative service we're able to offer to programs through the National Mentoring Resource Center. As you can see here on the slide, we offer assistance ranging from mentor to mentee recruitment, screening, training, essentially every single component of the elements of effective practice for mentoring. We can also have a document that shows you how to submit a TA request. Again, TA is completely free to you, and it allows us to give you a dedicated number of hours, typically 30 hours, to specifically work on these requests that you might have. This next slide is going to show you what areas of TA we can offer for support. NQMS, the National Quality Mentoring System. This is a quality improvement mentoring system that allows us to look at every aspect of your program and help you identify what areas you are meeting best practice and what areas you might need some improvement and can continue to work on and set goals for. We can help you specifically with program evaluation and theory of change. We can help you with partner development and program design and planning. So there's so much that TA can do for you, and this is one of the services Mentor Vermont can offer. Does anybody have any questions so far? I know there are programs here that I have done TA with, and there's programs here that I haven't. So I want to pause, give you the opportunity to ask questions either in the chat or unmute. Can I get thumbs up to move forward? All right, thanks everybody. All right, and finally, the Vermont Mentoring Database. How many of you are currently using the database? Okay. Wow, all right. So the database is a resource that is essentially a client relationship management system. Coordinators can funnel their applications through here. However, the application has pre-populated questions. So if you already have applications that you're currently using with different customized questions, the database is a little limited in its ability to do that. But you can track all of your mentors and mentees in our Vermont Mentoring database. You can also have a login for your mentors so that they're able to log into the system and then track their session. So they log in, they say, we did this today, this is the date, they submit, and then you're able to actually pull reports that show you how many sessions happened that month or that quarter if you're doing annual reporting or reporting for grants or reporting for your board. This is a valuable resource as a way to track all of your matches. And we can help you with that, and we do have a payment structure for this system. And finally, Vermont Mentoring Grants. And I'm the program person, Chad's the grant person, but I am the facilitator of this welcome. So, Chad, feel free to hop in. But essentially, every year we offer Vermont mentoring grants to programs. We put out an RFP that allows you to see kind of what we're expecting when you fill out a grant. And then we have a system, you fill it out. We have a grant council or advisory council that reviews those applications and helps us make those decisions when we grant out those funds. And then you have essentially not quite a full year, maybe like 10 months to meet your grant goals and spend those funds before the next grant cycle. Anything I'm missing, Chad? Great. And uh, most recently, we had a really successful advocacy campaign that increased our state funding. Um, what was it, 130%? The first increase we've had in a really, really long time.
Going from $170,000 to $650,000 in the state a year. So, and when those of you that are going to be there in person tomorrow, we'll get to meet the new commissioner of DCF, who it's his budget, so you'll be able to hear from him directly.
Yes, so we worked really, really hard to be able to secure more funding so that you all can better do the work, the great work that you're already doing, and just have some more support to do it. So if you have any grant questions, Chad's your go-to guy. And if you ask me those questions, I'll direct you right to Chad, but happy to answer all of your questions program related. So these are, oh, wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. We have one more system. So many. So this is the OWL Learn training platform, and we've already put several program coordinators in this system. This is something that we've been working through and with for the past year, and it's a free learning platform that provides you access to hundreds of free courses, videos ranging from 5 minutes to 30 minutes to over an hour on topics ranging from diversity, equity, inclusion to soft leadership to how to work with advisory boards. And we have been using the OWL Learn training platform specifically to curate DEI trainings. We've started with program coordinators, and we're hopefully going to be providing access to all of your mentors to have access to the system. And once that's available, we're going to have learning plans that allow your mentors essentially to complete and learn about these different topics through an asynchronous timeline, which means they're able to log in, do a little bit, log back out, log back in, and complete the course. So they're not timed. So we offer you a lot of systems. We have a ton of resources. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen so I can better see your faces. And I want to allow this opportunity for you to ask questions, talk about different things you're hoping to get out of this welcome, questions you might have about the field. The floor is open.
So, got a few questions in here about grants. So the RFP for the grants usually comes out in the spring with a grant meeting that you'll have with me if you want to apply to sort of walk you through the process over the course of the summer, usually June, July, and it's usually due in the end of like middle of August. And then usually we have one grant round. But I think that if folks are looking, if they didn't apply and looking for funding, definitely reach out during the course of the year. We always can talk, but we usually try to get all the money we have out the door in 2 programs as efficiently as possible to align with the start of the school year. Things are always a little trickier with funding coming from the state, but we make it work best we can. But yeah, if you have questions with it beyond that, definitely reach out. I'm happy to chat with anybody about it.
Were any of those systems a surprise to anybody? Were you all familiar with those systems before? No, Paul? Great. Okay, so you learned something. That's exciting. Um, if any of you don't have access to one of those systems but would like access, all you have to do is email me and I can help you get set up or provide you with information on things like, you know, Chad can provide you information on grants. If you're interested in the database but you're not currently using it, we can provide you with an informational sheet about the database and the pricing structure for it. So we can get you hooked up there. The hub is one of the most useful systems I think we can offer to you all. And the reason I keep mentioning it is um, we often find that people have access to the hub, but then they forget to check it. And it's one of those things where, right, you have so many different things happening in your life that it just kind of maybe you put it on the back burner for a bit and then you're like, oh yeah, the hub. So, one of the things that we're doing with our new website that's very exciting is I have created a dashboard for all of you that you can access directly through our website. So all you have to do is go to that dashboard, bookmark it in your browser, and then it's going to provide you with quick links to every single system that we offer to you. And so you can just click a button, it's going to open a new tab. So you don't even have to click back if you clicked the wrong button, and then you're going to have access to whatever system it is that you're trying to access. So very excited about that. Any celebrations for our new coordinators? I think some of you, while new, have been in your roles for a while, but this might be the first opportunity you've had to see other folks in the field. So anything to celebrate, anything that has stood out to you within the last several months? Anything that might be challenging that you'd love to just throw out and have a sounding board with other coordinators?
I can say something, Sarah. I don't know if it's a celebration, but it might be helpful. I am on the Zoom because I did want to see some new coordinators. I'm part of a mentoring network that a couple of you are in, which is very helpful. We meet by Zoom once a month, but there were some names I didn't know. So my name's Erica, and I've moved from one program to another in the past. Gosh, it's almost been a year since I moved from one program to another. So I just want to say that every program is different. Every program has a different way of doing things. It's you can really take what you learn from one program to another, but then you're got a whole new learning curve. So I'm familiar in working in a couple of programs now, and I'd be happy to speak with any of you at another time.
Thank you so much, Erica. It's so valuable to be able to connect with other programs and learn from other programs, partner with other programs. It's so valuable that we made it a session, program collaboration, later this afternoon. So, if any of you would like to learn more about regional networks, I think the one Erica is talking about is the Champlain Valley Mentoring Network. And it's been a really phenomenal network that meets monthly where people just come together and talk about mentoring things. And while it is a regional network, there are folks that participate in that meeting who aren't in the Champlain Valley just because they find that value of connecting with other coordinators on a monthly basis.
I just want to take a moment and second that too, because really, as Erica knows, they have saved me. Being part of that group has been so instrumental in me being able to draw up guidelines for our program, inform our district about things that other programs do to make our goals more realistic. Just learn from other people's trainings. I reached out and asked if people would allow me to attend their trainings. It's been amazing. So if anyone's considering it. I highly recommend it. Most of the time we meet on Zoom, and then periodically we meet in person. So it's very doable and it's incredibly supportive.
Thank you. Thank you for that very much. Is there a way that Sarah can connect us, or how can
Absolutely.
I pounce you for information?
Yeah, what I can do is I can add you to the group and the email listserv, Lynn, and anybody else who's interested who's not already on the listserv. We can get you in. Easy peasy.
Thank you. Thank you.
We have about 7 minutes left. So really this time is for all of you. Maybe one thing that could be useful is if folks want to take the opportunity to share what type of program model you are. Are you site-based? Are you community-based? Are you peer mentoring, one-to-one? Just so that we can get a sense for who's in the room.
I can start. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I am working on a program. We haven't even started yet. So I've been meeting with Chad a little bit. And so I retired a couple of years ago. I was a teacher in at Morristown Elementary School in Morrisville, Vermont for 37 years, and realized this past summer that we hadn't had a mentoring program for a number of years. And I don't know what got things going in my head, but I started thinking, well, maybe it's time to reignite that. Morristown Elementary School now also, they just started a dream program with the high school, which is just beginning. And again, not much has happened. So I'm hoping to work with them and do a school-based program, start small and see where we can go with it. And so I'm not even there yet. I'm just beginning. I wanted to join you today just to find out what's going on and what resources I can connect with as I continue to see where this is going to take us. The name that I wrote down, Morristown Elementary School Wolf Pups Program, is just one I've come up with and decided on with our guidance counselor. So that's it. That's me.
Can hop in quick. I'm Ryan from St. Michael's College. So we have 4 different mentoring programs here. 3 of them partner with the Winooski School District. And then we also have a dream chapter on campus that works with Franklin Square in Burlington.
Hi, everybody. I can go. I work with the Dream program. We have 2 major models that we use. We have our newer model is our guided mentoring program, where we connect high school mentors within a school district with elementary age mentees and their group. And it's a guided mentoring program because the mentors receive mentoring from the staff that are connected with them, and then the mentees receive mentoring from their older peers. And then we also have our village mentoring program, which is with college mentors. And we have programs in Chittenden County, in the Bennington area and the Upper Valley. And that model, we pair students from a college with children from affordable housing communities. And those mentees and mentors are matched one-to-one, but we also try and combine some of the best practices of group mentoring as well. And Ryan, it's really great to see, to finally meet you in person. Cassidy and Reagan and the others have been like, you should connect. You're great.
Thank you so much for sharing. I know that we have some other program models here, so
I can share. I'm in the Virgins area. We started at Virgins Elementary School last year. Very slow process. We are up to 5 matches this year, strong matches. I feel really good about. Our goal is 15, so I feel like that's a good stretch right now. But I am learning a ton. We are site-based only, but we do talk about maybe considering community-based here soon.
Great. Well, thank you all so much for sharing. I think it'd be great if some of you are able to connect after the meeting just to be able to share about your different program models, learn from each other. And if you have any questions about what we've chatted about the resources, don't hesitate to email me. I'll also email all of you who registered with the PowerPoint slide, so you'll see them there and the links directly to those resources.